Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On play action, Love. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
On second down, Love. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft.
This may look like a simple connection, like just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
The man in motion is Watson. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. He's still on his feet, and he will score. Touchdown, Packers. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play right after the catch.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He'll start at the 2. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll get this to the former Falcon, Johnny Smith. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Tua. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
An enviable spot to operate from. His 2nd and inches. The run here, it is the rookie from Tennessee. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. First down. Tagovailoa. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Run over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Tua. It is brought in the end zone. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
The return starts from the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. We'll go play action with Love. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Miami. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This fielded at about the 9. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground, here's the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds. We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score.
Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Love. He'll find his man, Nico Harvey. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. The man in motion is Watson. On 1st down, it's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A gain of 24 through the air. Good for a Green Bay 1st down. A run up the middle with Jacobs. Gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that one.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Dolphins' 15-yard line.
The man in motion is Watson. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10. Here's Love. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
McManus's kick is good. And the Packers are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Tua going to give this to Rice. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative flag.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Tua. This throw right side is caught by Hill. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. A big-time play for the Dolphins. Pick up of 46 yards. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Dell motioning over. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. To Waddle. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Tua. And this one is caught, but the momentum that'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. The Dolphins will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Will begin with a run by Lloyd. They get 11. Look to pick up the first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you can have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. The man in motion is Watson. Love to throw on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Marshawn Moore. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. Love to throw it on 1st down. Teammates. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To throw is Love. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds and stop the clock as well.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on?
And he will take it in himself. Touchdown, Green Bay. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And he's got it at the 1. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A shotgun snap for 2. And he finds Tyreek. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Tua. That's taken in left side by Smith. They're trying to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line scrimmage.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of controlling that center field safety position. But this time, he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
In the air like that, on these big shots down the field, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Dobbs headed in motion. On 2nd down, Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. First and 10. Love to throw. Again, working deep downfield.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And no turnover here. On the guards, able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A play fake. Now, Tua to... Oh, they're on him in a crash, and he's lost the football. The Packers have it. And he fumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Oh, what a mistake. 0-0 on the clock. The half is over. You just want to get to the locker room. Instead, you give up a touchdown, Greg. That is an awful way to close out the first half.
Yeah, and it's funny. A play like that, Mike, almost offsets everything good or bad that's gone on previously in that first half. That's all that's on everyone's mind coming into the locker room. Now, coming out of the locker room, they've got to find a way to put that behind them, get that bad taste out of their mouth, and recapture some momentum here to start the third quarter.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Here comes a return from the end zone. Start on the ground with Jacobs. Room to run at the 30. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now, Jacobs. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. It's Muhammad Kamara there on the tackle.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. He's hit after the catch and the ball comes free. It's picked up by the Dolphins.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. That is and he will go all the way. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. Sanders here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins will tie this game at 24. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. To the 45. Josh Jacobs. And he is unstoppable. He goes all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Now it's McManus for the point after. His kick is good. And the Packers will go up by 7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Two and out on 1st down. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. And that is incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that is incomplete.
The receiver was about the best of coverage in the secondary. I think that's what led that receiver to be so wide open. And that's a ball that just needs to be put on. It doesn't have to be a perfect throw. It doesn't have to be thrown on the money. Just make it catchable and take advantage of that opportunity.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
A carry here, for right. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing, and ultimately led in an incompletion.
His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down. Dell motioning over. On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one. Like, he really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They try again. It's second and 10. To the air again, Tagovailoa. That's going to be pulled in by Wright. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Here's second and 3 to go. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He pulls it in around the 5. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that.
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. That his second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will even the score here in the third. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Go play action with Love. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
They'll run it straight ahead with Baker. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Plays made on defense by Jordan Brooks. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Some problems communicating on third down, and that's going to be a delay. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long. From the gun, it's Love. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Play action, it's Tua. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 32 yards. Now, first down throw for Tua. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win. That's exactly what he did here.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Again, it's Tua. He's caught left side by Waddle. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. Throwing again, it's Tua. Toss left side, caught by his running back.
So there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. We're trying to run here, and it's Chubb. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on third and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. They got a first down.
And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
Tie game, fourth quarter. This defense knows the importance of keeping this thing at a 3-point game. What a big play there with the tackle for loss on first and goal.
Now back at the 4 for second and goal. Dell motioning over. To throw is Tua. The pressure too much, and he goes down.
A sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the Nets down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Wow, important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. And that is incomplete.
Just about a place ago, I felt like a touchdown. field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
This one taken at the 7. Wow, they are hitting now. It's been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 7.
On play action, LOC. And this will be incomplete. Christian locks in the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
On comes the Packers punting team. We forced a punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. Back to throw is Love. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. This is Jacobs, and he'll get this close to the 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. Trying to run it here with Jacobs. And he didn't need much. I don't think he got there. It's going to depend on the spot. Looks like he is short on that one. They'll go for it. Love. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it. And it's going to work out for them. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And gets back to Hardman. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. Good for a Green Bay first down. Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. What will they do on this play? Third down, needing 8. They'll drop to throw. That one is complete to Hardman. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
This is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike. As the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air, it's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop it.
Here is first and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped, 55 seconds remaining here in the game.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Throwing on second down, Love. Complete to Jacobs. Nice run here on second down, inside the 5, with more options now available for third and goal.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
They'll stick to the ground. And he's going to be stopped. He gets 2 down to the 2-yard line. But now it's fourth down.
A 2-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal.
So here we go. Could be the play that ends up deciding this one. Fourth down and goal. Here's Love. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers have taken a 4-point advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. That one pinballs around, but is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Tua. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. The crowd cracking it up another notch before 3rd and 1. Sending it deep for Waddle. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Here we go. This is 4th down. One last throw here for Tua. He's going to try it here again. And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, it's very late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. So, it's a win for the Packers. And they will get a little extra time to enjoy it on this holiday weekend as they get the job done here on Thanksgiving. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.